Hey folks, so in this video I'm going to talk to you about the 2 things that you need to succeed in graduate school. And this is going to be some real talk about the PhD process and really what people aren't even talking about when it comes to being successful in graduate school. These topics are deep. I'm not going to talk to you about your advisor. I'm not going to talk to you about working hard. I'm not going to talk to you about being smart. I'm not going to talk to you about working with other people. It's obvious. Those things are obvious. The 2 things I'm going to talk to you about are less so. They're less obvious. All right, so prepare to be a little bit disappointed. The first thing that's really, really important, that's key to your success in graduate school, is luck. That's right, it's luck. It's something that you really don't have very much control over. You may pick your advisor, and your advisor may pick you, but are you going to get along with your advisor? Is your advisor going to be approachable? Is your advisor going to have time for you? Those are things that are going to be outside of your control. When you join your advisor's research group, you have no idea if you're going to really get along with those people. And similarly, in future years, let's say that research group that you're with grows and new students come along or a postdoc gets hired, are you going to be able to work with that person? Are you going to get along? You have no control over that. And that could make or break your graduate experience. Funding. Funding is somewhat random. You may get funding, you may not get funding. You can apply for funding, but even that is somewhat beyond your control. You can apply as much as you want, but funding is never guaranteed. So sometimes you may think that you have several years to just work on something, but then all of a sudden you have to, did I snap? I can't snap. But all of a sudden, it's gone. And now you have to do a TA-ship again. And now your time has to be reallocated. That's an external factor. You have no control over whether or not you're going to get this grant or whether your advisor is going to get that grant. I think one of the most obvious examples of luck, which I haven't mentioned yet, your project has to work. If you're doing research in the sciences or even mathematics or whatever, or really any subject, it has to work. Sometimes whatever you're working on will not work. And sometimes it will work. That's just luck. When you had this thing and you mixed these chemicals together or you looked at this special cell, you may not find the data that supports your hypothesis. It may not exist. You could be working on a project that just doesn't work. But similarly, you just might get lucky and your project works. You collect the data, you're able to write the papers, they're accepted. Some of it is just luck. Additionally, another element with regard to luck is timing. When do you go to graduate school? What research is happening? And what's the job market gonna look like for you when you graduate? In many ways, I was just somehow lucky. I work at a really great job, and it just so happened that I finished my PhD and this postdoc at a time when a company that I really like was hiring. Luck. Additionally, your advisor, the department, just where they are in their standings. Are they well established? Is your advisor tenured? Has the department received, external funding that, pays for various things or just gives you benefits? It's all luck. It's all external factors just based on nothing more than timing. So luck plays a very important role when it comes to your success as a graduate student. And even before and after you even get into graduate school, luck plays a very, very important role. Now, the second thing to succeed in graduate school is what I would describe as a leap of faith. If luck has to do with external factors, a leap of faith has to do with internal factors. It's something that you believe. When you're doing research, when you're a PhD, you're trying to do something that's never been done before. So you have to believe it. You have to believe that it can actually happen, that you can discover these new things. You have to have a leap of faith that it's gonna work. And truly, I have seen people work on projects that their advisor just so happened to get some money on, and it pays the bills. It might be able to get you a publication, but you're not very excited about it. And I've seen some students just work on these projects, and nothing happens. They could be working on it for years, and literally they are just not very excited about it. No progress is made. And the moment they switch to a project that's simply more interesting, even if the difficulty of the project is like on par or even harder, it can succeed. I know about a project where people were working on this project in the lab for 10 years. Millions of dollars in research equipment. No publications. Nothing was working. But one student believed, and they worked really hard. Of course you have to work hard. But they believed that it could be done. And as a result, they were actually able to get some data. The student believed in it. They believed in it hard. You have to have such a strong conviction for these things. And I know that when we talk about things like belief, leaps of faith, it's something that you either have it or you don't. And as much as you want to believe something, you have to be honest with yourself. Your brain is not going to make you believe something because you think that you'll succeed if you believe in it. Your brain doesn't operate that way. You don't operate that way. Leaps of faith, belief in your project, will give you the drive to push through really, really hard barriers. When you have that kind of belief, when you have that kind of faith in your research, that it will work, one way or another, I think it does. I've seen people achieve projects that I thought were frankly stupid. They believed in it. And as a result, I was proven wrong, and happily proven wrong. I love being proven wrong. But don't prove me wrong that much. Two things. Sometimes you can't do things about it, but I think it's really important that as a graduate student, or even just in life, you know about these things. There are always going to be external factors, things that you cannot control. Luck. And then there are internal things, your belief, your commitment to something. I really think that if you want to succeed in graduate school, there are these external elements, but you should definitely work on a project that you believe in, that you can commit to. And that's the thing that's going to help you push beyond just the usual hard work and grind that is needed in graduate school. But to help you move past it, you have to believe. You have to believe, and you have to take that leap of faith. All right, folks, if you're someone who watches my stuff because you like me, which I thoroughly appreciate, you'll notice that things are a little bit different. I'm using a different lighting setup. I'm in the process of moving. Just a quick life update, so the next few videos may look a little bit different. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button if you liked it. If you think this is very helpful, I hope you would share it to other people, other graduate students, other people who you think would benefit from it. All right? I'll see you soon.